Okay. Now we just gotta count the 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the camera's still rolling. You know what that means? That means salutations, saints and sinners all around yonder. A pleasure to greet you. I am Emanuel Oquendo. A creation amongst creations that just happens to do things, yet would entitle himself to things that he does. Would entitle himself to things that he does. And welcome to Tabernacle of Truth, where our mission is to unite through the Hokadesh Ghost, disciples who love Aluah and love others and follow Aluah commands. This happens to be the channel and dedication to Tabernacle of Truth, where content consists of daily vlogs broadcasting at 5 a.m. Eastern time. Might be actually changing the time zone. Weekly Bible study series coming up every first of the week, broadcasting at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And from time to time, I tag along to the car build. With that being said, thank you guys for joining me on this splendid day, with today's verse of the day being morning. In the Testament of Yahuda, chapter 20, verses 1, which reads, "Know therefore, my children, that two spirits wait upon man, as in mankind, the spirit of truth and the spirit of deceit. And in the midst is the spirit of the understanding of the mind, to which it belongs to turn wherever it wills." And I'll be speaking more on that later. Buenos dias. I don't think I gave, I didn't give today's date. I didn't give the date or the time. Today's date is November 9th, 2025. Time being 10:31 a.m. 10:31 a.m. I said the verse of the day. I gave the greeting. I think we're in the clear. So we're on our way to service right now. We're actually literally like right here, no more than like 4 minutes away. So I'm not gonna cut you guys off too short. I'm allowed to spirit. I'm gonna allow the spirit to cook a bit on what is now being. So we have the verse of the days, and something new now is topic of the days. So during days in life when things are happening, if something happens where the spirit has me think upon it, I realize that that's a topic I could cook on, and I write it down in my notes. So, well, I guess I'll start with that. As you can see, no weekly Bible study just yet. I'm on my way to service instead, where hopefully the Father wills that the Spirit allows me to speak on the topic of the channel and where this journey is now taking me, as well as a proclamation of my break from service, but not from fellowship and Aluah. Because some may assume just because you're not going to service, it means you're doing the disregard or etc. to the Creator. And me and the Creator are still in tune. Just now. But I'm literally about to walk in the door, no more than like 15 more steps. Yeah, I could get something else there. Yesterday, an individual was speaking on the topic of like Trump not doing basically what supposedly he was supposed to do, as in like getting rid of immigrants and things of the nature. And it was just interesting because the individual seems like the type of person that disagreed with also what he was quote unquote attempting to do. So with that being said, sayonara, saints and sinners all around yonder. I'll catch you guys in a later clip after service. I gotta do laundry, and yeah, peace and shalom. I believe that means we are in the green, and with that being said, that means salutations, saints and sinners all around yonder. Today is still November 9th, 2025, time being currently 7:39 p.m. Thank you guys for joining me. Apologize for the horrible intro / greeting earlier where I missed the date and time. I hope you guys forgive me for that, and mistakes happen ultimately. As I was saying, thank you guys for joining me. At this moment, we will be expounding on this morning's verse of the day. That was in the Testament of Yahuda, and I allowed the Spirit to prepare a meal for the speaking, which I will do. So, to expound a bit on this morning's verse of the day, it's best we give an example. Example being, say for example, you hear a wise word and that word happens to go against something you do or follow. When hearing that word of wisdom, your mind, which is willed by the Father, by your heart, will either be possessed by the spirit of truth, which will soften your heart, or the spirit of deceit, which will harden it. And that is the expoundation of today's verse of the day. Something I wanted to speak about earlier, and as I did make mention on how I wanted to speak to my fellowship family on behalf of like my current journey status, and sadly I was not able to. The fact that I was not means that it wasn't meant to be, and etc. Or I need to not force it, but you get what I'm saying. Something I did want to speak about is I must apologize for my lack of transparency when it comes to my assembly family. In the beginning of my journey there, it was a bit different, I would say. What changed was my path being rearranged into where it currently is now. Now being the no longer usage of things I was once veiled to, being raised Protestant. I say that to say I stay clear of any trespasses against them, and in doing that, less conversations have been made to prevent a situation. In due time, hopefully when it is willed, I will someday speak to them in accordance to my journey and beliefs. And that was a brief snippet of what I must tell them, and me sharing that, and ultimately asking for prayers on behalf of that, because today's sermon was amazing. The service was, as in fellowship, was not strange, but because I haven't been there in 2 weeks, and what I say about transparency is that like I don't be straightforward about things like this. I just disappear and I pray and hope that like they don't feel a type of way. But after knowing, and if I'm seeing that they are feeling a type of way, I can't feel a type of way unless I allow them to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like in the case that I let them know, etc., and they still, etc., then I could feel, etc. But until then, etc., I can't feel, etc. And today's sermon, my pastor was basically making mention about like in Matthew how the context of many are called, few are chosen, and I will read it tomorrow so I can cook or allow the Spirit to cook more on the topic. But I basically, after hearing it, it veered me off into realizing that what it was saying kind of matches the different like organizations and religions that were given the keys and how they got them not taken away, but etc., etc. Because the beginning one was how he sent his servants to the outside to get the people who were chosen, and what they said was they basically didn't want it. Then the second, they end up killing the prophet, the messengers, and like basically the way how it went, it sounds familiar to how, or basically how each organization was given and lost the title of chosenship, and where it becomes universal, not meaning that beliefs, not meaning that all beliefs are true, but all people are able to be saved and things of nature. With that being said, I would believe that that was it for today. I did put a vote up on my story on Instagram, basically asking and apologizing for doing the vote and not doing what the vote was voted on, even though realizing down the line I have gotten rid of the captions. Long story short, the vote was to either post same day vlogs, as in at night, or post them the following day in the morning. Currently, let's see where the vote is at. Last time it was 50-50. I did not continue speaking on the individual from earlier that I was speaking about, which is a topic we will get into maybe tomorrow. Damn, currently the vote is next morning. The only thing is that the way, so right now I'm researching different ways to basically be creative and boom, other than allowing the Spirit to produce great content and speak fruitful through me. But besides that, as in like knowing the right times to post and things of the nature. So like from what I'm seeing, the best times during the weekday is afternoon, as in after people get off of work, after people get off of school. The only thing is, I wouldn't be finished the vlogs during that time yet. At that time, if anything, I'll be posting the previous day vlog. So it's between me posting the previous day vlog in the morning or posting the previous day vlog in the afternoon, and we will get to the bottom of it in due time. With that being said, sayonara, saints and sinners all around yonder. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Depending on where you're watching this from, good morning. And if I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace and shalom.